Alright, good morning, stream. I was having too much fun not to share this with y'all. I learned several things, actually. I didn't realize if you window down with a fish on your line and are inactive for probably about 30 seconds is what it was, they let the fish get off. And then you just reel your line in, and there I am holding my rod. But anyway, been having too much fun this morning catching these alpine bullheads and European bullheads. You have to use the smallest hooks to trigger them to bite on eggs. I'm over here at this waterfall here. Like there's the big lake with the eye, and the falls where people, normally catch call and he's been there as well. Or steelfin. Really? I thought it was call. Anyway, this lake, oh yeah, it is steelfin at the tip of the island, and we caught him right here this week. Anyway, this little tiny river, it looks like goes to this glacier. You can't go that far. You can't even go to the top of the falls. You're out of the zone. But anyway, up in there are some European and alpine bullhead. Like I said, number 10 and number 9 hook. You start with a number 10 with eggs and get them biting. I caught probably a dozen of them of each, and then I switched to a 9 just to see if I could get a diamond. And sure enough, we got one with the alpine. Still working on the bullhead. Or the European bullhead. I haven't even gotten a gold yet with it. But look at this. In the past 2 days, 3 days, counting Sunday, I've got this one today, this diamond. I got these diamond bullheads Sunday. I got this diamond dace last night. That was over where the Viking ships are, the one that catches on fire. That river right to the right of it. I stood right on the corner of where the river meets that giant lake and cast right at the mouth of the river and caught that diamond dace. I also caught diamond chubs on Sunday, and then this morning, I think right here at the same falls, I caught this diamond rough. Now I was using bloodworm then when I first rolled up, and that's how I got him. But then I switched to the eggs to try to catch these because I didn't have any yet. And now I've got each of the species, and I've got gold and or diamond in all of them but this one. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Gold or diamond. I've got some challenges open, but it's like to 110 pounds, and we're at like 70, but at like point something pounds each. It's taken a long time to get there. I could just go catch some big fish and knock that one out. I'm not worried about that. I'm literally here for a purpose. We got a bite already. Now watch. If this is one of the two, just like a pumpkin seed, yep, it is. See that tiny little sliver? That's all you're going to get. But, yeah, also look at him diving. He's 10, 11, 12, 13 feet. He's trying his hardest. It's a strong little fish, man. What do you see this thing in my fingers? It's hilarious. It's like, because I need to switch colors of gloves because it's the same color as my camo glove. And it's about the size of my thumb. The first one I caught, I laughed for like probably 2 or 3 minutes straight. I couldn't stop. Yeah, look. Now that it's dark, you can see them better, but in the bright sun in the daytime, they were like the same color as my glove because they're darkened up, just like other fish, real fish. Aren't they cute? .10. I had one that was .09. Not even a tenth of a pound. I don't remember which one, if I've got the 9 hook or the 10 hook. I think I'm back on the 10. I'll switch to the 9 in a minute. But these things are fun. And No, I don't have 33-pound line on here because I'm worried about a point something pound fish. I've done all the challenges, so I've got 33-pound line so that when I'm in other lakes fishing for other fish and I get a stupid common or mirror carp, I ain't worried about it. They're coming in too. Once I got through those catch a gold rank on 1.1 pound line, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Because it ain't the only fish out there, and it's not the only fish that eats that bait. Oh, we got a grayling. You pig. You sat there and ate that off the tiniest hook? Really? Greedy pig. You deserve to get caught. I don't even know what graylings taste like, but I'm going to find out tonight. I'm not releasing that when he's gold in the keel. Alright, come on with the diamond European. Oh, getting a bite already. It's a teensy one. The problem is they look almost identical, the Alpine bullhead and the European bullhead. The Alpine, and they eat it, everything is exactly the same, what they eat. However, the Alpine is night active, the European bullhead's day active. And obviously, as you can see, we have come into nightfall, so we'll look what time it is in a minute. I think it was like 8 in the evening or 9. I gotta see this cute little fish first. He was a silver. We've got a diamond and a gold. I got a gold before I got the diamond of the Alpine. Alright, so yeah, I'm on whatever the rod we found here is. I forget. Stella or something. It's not Stella. So we're going to switch to the other one. Go for a 9 hook. Let me check that. Make sure that's right. Ah! That's not what I wanted. Okay. Yes, that's the 9. Alright. Do us well. We need a... Well, if they'll even bite, we need a diamond European or a gold. I'll be happy with a gold. But, I mean, obviously, once I have gold of everything, now that I have diamonds of like 5 of the 18, you know I gotta have a diamond of everything. At least one. Becoming a precious gems dealer. An expert in precious gems. See, it takes a little bit longer to get the bite on the 9, but when you do, and it's a tiny sliver, you know you've most likely got a gold or a diamond. I couldn't get him to hit the 9 hook at all when I first rolled up. That's what I had on. I was like, man, they are like tiny fish. Let me go get a 10. So I left, went to Golden Ridge, so that I would be back here, and it still put me back at the stupid boat launch. 2 out of 3 times it put me right back here in my boat, and then that time it put me back at the boat launch. It's like, whatever. So I came back over with the 10 hook, and, I mean, within seconds of casting up under this fall, I was catching both species. It was right at dusk, so the daytime ones were still biting the Europeans. Oh, yeah. What time is it? All right, 11:30. And we don't have to stay at this fall now that we know how they operate. We can go try a couple other waterfalls, too, up in there. Little teensy things. Those roughs are cute, too. I made a funny with that diamond in the rough. Sorry. Couldn't help it. They got huge eyes. They look kind of like a perch or a walleye to me. Or some kind of mix of. I think a walleye is similar to a perch family anyway. judging by the dorsals. Same with zander. You can tell zanders and walleyes are very closely related. We might have caught all the gold and diamond alpines in here, and if the Europeans aren't biting, then we'll have to wait till dawn. Got a diamond asp. I have one of those. I do. Or wait a minute, no I don't. I have a gold asp. I need to gold or diamond eyed. Yeah, still got eggs. That's unusual. I'm up on the rocks. There we go. Try right in that corner. I'm sure it'll hit me when I walk through that door tonight. Oh, I'm gonna miss her. Oh, looky there. I got a bite. I got flagged the other day for Brad Paisley. It was playing in the background. I didn't even know my mic was picking it up. But it did. That was Sunday evening, one of my videos. First copyright thing yet. So no more playing music. I'll sing it myself if you can tolerate it, but if I can tolerate it. It's alright. I got the guitars out finally. I've been threatening to do it for a month to create my own like intro music and just music for string play. But anyway, I finally pulled them out, polished them up. I gotta find a string to put on the Dean with the custom Floyd 350 tremolo. Floyd Rose, that is. Yeah, missed water. I was trying to hit the person on the rock if there was one. There we go. That's more like what I wanted. Everything stopped biting. Let's try going back to the 10 first before we give up. But I mean, I came here to catch fish, not stare at water. It is pretty. It's not what we're here to do. Alright, I gave you the tiny hook again. The diamond Alpine was on the 10. They are just a little bit smaller than the Europeans. I'm not sure that they can hit a 9. It's possible. No, it's definitely one of the two. Look how tiny of a sliver it is. And diving like crazy. 12 feet, 13. They're just so cute. If he flips up in the air, somebody at a distance might think I flipped him off or something. It's like I didn't. I was the best. Literally like the size of your finger or thumb. It's the cutest little thing. So we have bullheads here in the creek that starts at the base of the mill pond and comes out at the river. And right there at the bottom of the spillway, if you cast in one corner where the mill used to be and it's stacked slate rock, I catch those little bullheads all the time, but they're a lot bigger than that. They're about the size of, well, yeah, they're bigger than that. Or else I caught a trophy one. I don't know. It might have been. It was probably 8 inches long and about 1.5 to 2 or 1 3/4 in diameter. I got a picture of it somewhere. And a couple funny pictures where I was doing like, Daniel son, hold fish like this, make it look bigger, right in front of the camera so it looks like a giant fish. But then you notice the hook and it's like, and part of my hand, you could tell. I did that on purpose so that anybody paying attention would be like, don't think so, buddy. Nice try, though. Huh. Now they won't even bite the 10. Bring it just to the edge of the mist here, see what we'll get. Last night from a different angle, I cast up, quote unquote, under that overhang rock to the right there, and I think it was a silver grayling. I was just surprised there was one that big. But it was funny, the weekly challenges that ended already, I needed 2 diamond graylings, and I was catching diamond chub, diamond catfish, diamond pumpkin seed, but couldn't get a diamond grayling to save my tail. Got a couple of nice golds. Finally got a bite. Dive, dive. Poor little tiny submarine. Don't you realize you're coming in? I mean, that 33-pound line is like rope to you. You're like getting caught with a ship's rope for you or me. Hey, look. Oh, that's a European, though. Alright, well, let's go back to the 9. If they're biting now. I want a diamond. I do. Oh, that was tucked right up in there. Realistically, we'd have hit that rock overhanging, but I'll take it. So yeah, we're at 78.67 of 110 point something pounds, but I don't care. I'm having fun. 110.23. I'm having fun. That's what it's supposed to be about, especially fishing, let alone a fishing game. Alright, European, make me proud. European bullhead, that is. Not slandering Europeans. Most of my online friends are European, so yeah. That wasn't the intention. They would know. Well, let's just be patient. Let me say publicly, thank you, Lord. I told him on my own, but I will bear witness. I just got on my roof either the second or third week of January. Like, I cleaned the stovepipe at the beginning of season like I always do. So it really wasn't dirty because I always clean it at the end of season. But cleaned it out, and then second or third week of January, usually middle of winter, when we get what we call Indian summer, where you have a week or two of just unseasonably warm and sunny temperatures. No rain, no snow. You know, roof's nice and clear and dry. You get up there and I clean it out again. Well, past few days, now granted, the wood I got is, and when I say slightly, I mean ever so slightly, damp in the very center of it. But it's been taken off and burning fine. And here lately, over the past few days, it just wasn't. And I also kept smelling like this weird, almost like a catalytic converter clogged on a car smell. And I'm like, man, that thing shouldn't be dirty. But this morning I was having the hardest time getting the fire going. Before it actually started burning and filling with smoke in there again, I pulled the pipe off the back of the stove and up to where it goes through the ceiling, and took it out in the garage and banged it out on the floor just a couple times. I could not believe how much stuff came out of there. Anyway, yeah, it was almost clogged again at the bottom. Not like clogged in a dangerous way, just enough that it wasn't breathing like it needed to burn well. As soon as I did that, put it back in, relit the fire, I mean, that thing took off, and yeah, you can hear the wood sizzle just a little bit, because like I said, it's just got the slightest bit of dampness in the center, but that tells you that it was burning hot enough that quick that it was already sizzling it out. So, yeah, anyway, I was very surprised at how much buildup was in the pipe again, especially at the elbow where it comes out the back of the stove, because anything that falls to right there. And yeah, just be mindful, be careful. Like I said, I do it 2 to 3 times a year anyway, but it just goes to show you, if you're burning wood that's the slightest bit damp, your flue temperature, you know, up the pipe, is not staying at 250 to 280 like it should, and stuff is carbonizing or whatever, you know, it's turning to creosote on the lining of either your chimney or your stovepipe. So be more diligent, you know, about cleaning. If you got to do it 4 times a year, it's better than having a fire and losing everything. So praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord, for looking out for us and for giving me the foresight to at least check that. You know, not be lazy or complacent. You know, that's not really how I'm wired, and I thank you for that also. But anyway, I wanted to give him dues for that, because that could have been a bad thing for us. Well, for one thing, we would never probably got warm, but if it did take off and really burn, you know, it could have got that stuff. If the pipe did get hot enough like it should, that stuff wouldn't be able to just, turn to ash and go up there like it should. There's too much clump there, and it would have gotten cherry red in the pipe, and then it boils, and it pushes, hot heat goes up, so it basically pushes that stuff right up the chimney pipe and out onto your roof. If you got asphalt shingles like me, that's a good way of how fires start. Good morning, welcome to whoever joined. I'm just rambling on about having cleaned my stovepipe for the wood stove this morning and being amazed at how filthy and clogged it actually was, since I just cleaned it in mid-January, like I always do. I clean it at the beginning, in the middle of winter, and then at the end. But yeah, that damp wood, you gotta watch that stuff, man. Your pipe and chimney, your flue pipe for the stove or chimney lining for your fireplace, if that's what the case is, isn't maintaining the 250 to 280 degrees that it needs to be to keep that stuff just smoke and ash going up. If it is too cool because of damp wood, that's what it does, is carbonizes and crystallizes and turns to creosote and builds up on the side of your chimney walls, and especially right there at the elbow where it comes out at the back of the stove. So if you notice your stove isn't burning well, or you're smelling like a carbon smell, like a catalytic converter that's clogged on a car or something, that's telling you something. Be diligent and clean your stove. Better than losing everything, including your life. Possessions are one thing, house and all that you own, but nothing replaces life. So looks like we're turning, well, it's 3:04, but boy, it looks brighter than that. Looks like it's morning. That's the first time I've ever noticed the airplane going over here. Ha! Glad I got it on stream to prove it. See, I saw that at Golden Ridge, and Tartarus was like, no, I've never seen an airplane. I was like, well, wait till you get to the highest peak, that objective at Golden Ridge. We'll stand here and I'll show you. And sure enough, I'd already got it on stream anyway, but I got it on stream when I showed him where the highest peak was. That water looks really weird. I've noticed they changed the water here at Norway. It's not, well, now it's kind of blue. But last night on stream, it looked like chocolate milk coming at us. And like it was very turbulent. Like that, I'm serious. It was like, and even the waves looked weird. It was like, man, something's wrong and weird. But if you look up there, it was even darker brown than that. And less translucent. It was more opaque. Couldn't see through it hardly at all. I was like, what did they do to Norway? That's one of the things I liked most about it. It's like swimming pool water. Especially near the lakes of our... You can stand on those docks and see a long way into the water. Or at least you could. And you probably missed the first part of the stream. I've been having so much fun catching these. Well, I didn't have any of the Alpine bullhead, European bullhead, or the roughs yet. Last night I caught a diamond dace over by the Viking ships. And then this morning I caught a diamond rough here. I was like, diamond in the rough. Anyway, and then I caught a diamond Alpine, and I've only got a silver of the new Europeans. I want at least a gold. I gotta have it. If not a diamond. And I'll just help you out if you go. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, this is where we're at also. Off the lake with the eye, we're at that little waterfall due east that goes to the, you can't even go to the top of the waterfall, you're out of the zone. But anyway, the one that goes towards that glacier due east. You got to come here and you got to start out with a 10 hook, the smallest one, with eggs. See? Eggs. Anyway, that will finally trigger them to bite. And then after you've caught a dozen or so, you know, of the bronze and silvers, then put a 9 hook on. And you're going to have to sit and wait for a little bit. I didn't actually have to wait that long. It was like less than 2 minutes probably on the diamond alpine. But anyway, the crazy thing is they look almost the same. Their bottom fins and coloring, like speckling, is a little different, but they're basically the same fish. And they eat exactly the same thing. But if you notice, the Europeans daytime and the alpines nighttime. So I got here right at dusk, and that's how I caught the European ones. I just only got as good as a silver. And maybe they are smaller than, I thought it was the other way around, that the alpines were smaller, because I'm pretty sure I caught the alpine on a 10 hook, not a 9 hook. And right up under those falls, usually like a little more towards the edge of the mist, but still in the mist, is where I've been catching them. And over like at the rock cleft faces, right up against them. They're funny. Wait till you see if I catch one here. I'll go back to the 10 hook just to show you one. They're like the size of your thumb or pinky. It's hilarious. I laughed for probably 2 or 3 minutes straight at the first one I caught because it was so tiny and cute. I was like, man, that's just the most adorable thing I've ever seen in a fish. I want to put him in a tank and keep him as a pet. But wait till you see, seriously, how tiny these fish are. You'll know why you have to use a 10 hook, you know, to trigger to begin with. And pretty much at all for the alpine. Watch the sliver on my reel. Look, it's just barely a sliver. It's less even than a pumpkin seed. Dumbest man alive. And then hold my beer right above it. That's hilarious. To see those two names on the screen right in front of each other. I hope they're friends, because if not, the irony in that is just absolutely hilarious. The dumbest man alive, hold my beer. There, look. Let me get a trophy shot of that thing. I have to turn this way so he doesn't blend in with my gloves. That is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's what they look like. The alpines are a little bit lighter color and a little bit easier to see, you know, backdropped against my glove, but those Europeans are like camo right with it. But they're so daggone cute, I just want to put them in my fish tank. I'm just scared something else might eat them. One of my bigger bluegills or something. What's weird is they're bullheads, so they are a catfish species, but they don't. Oh, wow! I can't believe they let me still have that. That's got to be a grayling. If it is a European, it's probably a diamond. Yeah, it's a grayling, a very small one, probably. A little greedy heifer. I'm not fishing for you. Yeah, because it's not diving. And it's jumping. It's a grayling. A very tiny one, most likely. Bronze. Yep. Sure enough. Get out of here. Getting a bite already? Yeah, probably a grayling again. Maybe not. That's a nice little sliver there. That might be our diamond European. Might be another diamond alpine. Oh, we are back on the 10 hook though. But that's alright though. It's still a bigger sliver. That's what you say. I love the way those little things deep dive. They go like 12 and 13 feet. Oh yeah. European gold. Well, at least we got that finally. Look at that little thing. He's so cute. Well, now we've got a gold of all of the new ones, or better. I didn't even have some of them at all. You know, I had there was 4 species. I had the dace, and that was it. Until this morning. I got the rough first, and then a diamond rough at that. Ooh. Wow. That was quick. That's a grayling. Well, it's trying to dive, though. I still think it's a grayling. I hope it is a diamond European. Yeah, it's a grayling. Daggone it. I hope it is a diamond European, but it wasn't. Can't see me, but I'm turning around and punting him the other direction. Get out of here. Quit being a food bully. Well, they're biting quick now. Might go back to the... that's a grayling again. Might go back to the 9 hook, though. Looking at that gold one, it definitely could hit a 9. It was twice the size of the ones we were catching. The little fingerlings. I'm gonna start filleting me some grayling just to see how good they taste if y'all don't quit it. And don't try to offer me a silver one like that's some kind of condolence gift or something. Get out of here. And no, I'm not a Yankee. I just like talking like it. Get out of here. Come on, Diamond European. And then I'll move on. Look, we're at 85 of 110 pounds. At point something pounds each, it's going to take a while. We're going to be here a while, folks. We're going to be here a while. Nah, if I get my Diamond European, we're out of here. Because then I have a diamond of each of the new 4 species. That will make me just tickle pink. Nope. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's diamond. It's a bullhead, whether it's alpine or European, I don't know. But and it's also a nice sliver. He's at 16 and a half feet. Dive, torpedo, dive. Not going to do you any good, though. Like I said, that 33-pound line's basically like a ship's rope catching you or me compared to him. A giant ship rope catching him. We are going to the 9 hook. Wait a minute. Alright, that's got the 9 hook. Oops, a little bit too much power. That was almost too much too. But now that they're biting, and we're getting a little bit bigger ones, maybe we can get a diamond on a 9 hook. Or just catch a bunch of graylings, or just not catch anything because the hook's too big. Oh, getting a bite though. Acts more like a grayling, a very tiny one because it's at the surface. Yep, a very tiny grayling. Juvenile? Yep. Go to a bigger hook and catch a smaller fish. Gotta love it. Catching silver ones on a 10 hook and catch a juvenile on a 9. Womp, 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 womp. Makes perfect sense. Sure is some pretty line. I don't remember having red line, but hey, whatever. I like the high vis of it. I actually do have red line in real life, some little tiny 6-pound braided that's on my ultralight rig for catching smallmouth and stuff in a sunfish family. Any of the bluegills, green-eared sunfish, red-eared sunfish, red eyes, shellcrackers, rock bass as they call them, even though they're not bass. They are really fun on an ultralight rig, and with braided line, they won't snap it like that. You know, you can actually bring them in, but you feel every single bit of the fight, man. I love it. Especially with the smallmouth on the river. I mean, the little sunfish species on the creek and the mill pond are fun too, because they got enough room that they try to run. But out on the river, man, those smallmouth are strong because that river current is strong. They swim in that every day. They got the wide open, that river's, you know, wider than a football field, so anyway, they're fun. Every kid that I've ever, you know, had friends out here that's brought their kids cries when it's time. I don't want to go. Why can't we stay at Dave's? I love it. Anyway, that's what it's all about, is having fun, and that they had that much fun, that's all I need to hear. I know they'll be back. My friends and their family, that is, not just the kids. But it's fun watching kids have that much fun too. My dad took us fishing, my grandpas and stuff, you know, when we were little, and I think that's a big part of what's wrong with and missing in kids' lives today is they're too buried. Well, as I'm buried in technology playing the fishing game, saying they're too buried in technology. You know, like in their phones primarily. In that TikTok. That stuff is brain rot. And don't get it twisted. It's by design to be. There's also stuff on there. That's where a lot of the filth and information that is confusing kids these days is coming from. It's bad enough they get it at school, but they're getting it, you know. That TikTok is bad. It is. Now I sound like Mr. Garrison. TikTok is bad, okay? I gotta look at that again. I still love that. The dumbest man. Look, again, the dumbest man alive and hold my beer right above it. You gotta love it. Oh, finally. What is it, though? Apt grayling. Bummer. Dog fart. Ugh. Okay, Dave. When you two pooped your little fuzzy britches. Why can't you just give me my diamond European? Can't even see that, Bobby. Gonna leave it in the blind. Gonna be a mystery. Lord, I hope there's some good routes today. I missed out on a good one yesterday. I was having a tire issue that I had to get sorted. Well, and I needed to go to the grocery. And it was while I was out at the grocery that one popped up. And I was an hour from where the route is, and it started in, I think it was like 37 minutes or something. So I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Daggone it. It also went like that, just quick as it came up. Somebody was like, let me get that. I was thinking the same thing, but I knew I couldn't get there in time. So that actually affects you in your rating if you are late. Or if you miss one. Stupid graylings. I hope it is a diamond European, but it's not. It's at the surface. It's a grayling. Go away. The other thing I did last night was topped off everything to 100, and we're down to 68, so we used 32 of them. We're at 88 of 110. Hey, we're getting there. A little bit at a time. Point something pounds at a time. We're getting there. Alright, got my hands off the controller. It's time to bite. Look, it did too. It's exactly how they do you. Stupid graylings. I wish I knew something else that the bullheads would bite that the graylings weren't, but I tried that with bread and they just would not bite it. Eggs are their preferred thing, and that's what they're biting, so we just gotta put up with graylings. I figured that was gonna happen. Well, we know where they're at. I don't have to have one. I do have other things. I've knocked all the Spain ones out. I think I need like 3 or 4 gold ranked fish for the weekly challenge, but the dailies were done. And the other 2 or 3 weeklies. You might just have to put the 10 hook on and leave it to chance on when you'll get a diamond here. I don't know. But the fact that we were getting silvers as big as we were of them, which I didn't, those are the biggest ones I've seen on the 10 hook, tells me that the gold and diamond should be able to hit the, well, we know the gold can hit the 9 hook, but that means the diamond should too. There just might not be a diamond European in this little hole, or he hasn't spawned here yet for us. We got 2 other diamonds in this hole. I should just be happy. Alpine, and your bullhead, and a rough. Right out of this little hole. And we got the gold European, so I might be being just a little bit food greedy myself, like the graylings. It's the competitive sportsman in me. I know there's one in here. Nah, but this is the last try. Grayling, diamond, European, or not. Whatever we bring in, we're rolling on after this one. So that I don't rack a discipline. Might not bring anything in. What time is it? 5:38. You got a silver ad. I need 2 diamond ads. So that and the rest of the weight, and I think 10 more roach is what our focus is going to be. Let's look real quick. That might trigger it also. So yeah, 8 more roach, 2 diamond eyed, and 21 pounds or so of fish. Yep, moving on. Alright, so let me look real quick for ads where they say the best spot is on the official Discord. Let's see, Aguas Claras. Or no, Troll Spirit. Troll Spirit fish. Hide. Wow. His diamond eye is beautiful. I've caught some golds, and they look about like that, so it must not be much bigger than... Huh. Right up off of this lake on the falls to the north is a spot. The 2 twin kidney lakes down to the south of it are spot 1 and 2. The one up to the north is 3. And then there's a lake northwest that's 4. And then 5, 6, 7. Well, let's go to 1 and 2 first. May as well try them. But yeah, right here is 3. But 1 and 2 are here. That's gonna suck. I already know where this is. We gotta go down that mountain. Ugh. I always seem to have a way of doing this with, messing myself up and getting put back up there. Let's just be a little more patient. Geronimo, why can't I have a parachute like in Call of Duty or Battlefield? Just press the space bar and float on down. Mr. Frozen Loaf, huh? Ooh, we're still on a pretty steep cliff. Keep forgetting about that at this lake. And my stomach's growling. Got lucky on that one. Cheese bread, red worm. And 6 pounds is my gold, so. To see what a 6 brings us. Yep. Looks like a hide coming. And a nice one. Oh, man, that's pretty. Get a screenshot of that before it changes the view. Alright, so we need a bigger hook. We'll go down to a 4. I'll be right back. I gotta get something on my belly. I like the bubbles. If it means a big old fish bite. I don't even see what's biting it. don't think it's an ad though. Looks like a trout. Yep. We caught a lake turd. A brown trout. That was almost on its head, whatever was out there. I don't even think I've ever used cheese for trout in this game. Good boy. Good morning. That you farting up under there? That's your little stinky butt or your sissy little stinky butt? She's already been, so I doubt it's her. It's alright, Abby. You don't need to be under there. You're okay. The wood stove got it nice and warm in there. Speaking of which, I kind of need to tend to that. Maybe that'll trigger a bite. Getting up and walking away from the controller. Be right back. I need to grab some wood. We're going to put a 5 hook on instead of the 4 when I get back. Pretty hard, buddy. All right, buddy. Go out. Go potty. Come on. Let's do it. Come on, bub. Friends. Come on, let's go potty. Good boy. Hey, boy. Got him a gold alpine. Good on you. They really are fun. I was just having too much fun when I saw how tiny those things were and how violent they were with trying to dive after you hook them. They're like little tiny submarines. Strong little fish for as little as they are. So they're not really day or night. They're either or. Good. Oh, we're at 103 now. Those couple fish really helped. We'll have that one 977 points soon. I'll be almost halfway to 64. Finally. They don't want my trees now. They don't want my trees. Either way I go, I've got a river in my way to get to that boat landing over there. Or getting a bait finally. I don't see a hide though. Probably a trout again. You're up. Stupid lake turd. I mean, you're getting us closer to our weight, but still. Get out of here. Oh, wow. We are within a pound of it. What was this? 109 of 110? Yeah, 109.03 of 110.23. So we need 1.2 pounds. I should go catch a couple more of those little alpines. Probably take 3 of them. Or more. Nah, at 0.68 it would take 2. Exactly. And be over. Where can I cross the stream? There's usually a spot. Or 3. Ooh, that's close. Saw that stupid white sign on there. It was like, had a flashback of the fish challenges. I was like, no, I know I got on. Except it's Spain anyway. See, man, it does something to you. It affects you. Catch gold, this or that on 1.1. I know, I heard it. It's all right. Let me get brother in real quick. Don't be like that. It's brother. Yep, you're a very good boy. Alright, everybody got their poopity doopities out, I hope. I ain't gotta be smelling their butt. Funky dog farts. They've been on this food for 2 weeks now. You'd think they'd be used to it by now. It is a switch from what they used to get. Can't afford that stuff right now in this economy. This is less than half of what, it's probably not as good a food either, but it's what I can afford right now. And it is a brand name still. It's just, I know it's lesser food. You can tell by their stomachs. And what I'm smelling, it's like, ugh. That was a nice trout, actually. Speaking of which, I see the bubbles beyond the bobber there. It's probably a trout coming to steal it. We'll find out what else they eat. Cheese, bread, red worm. Pretty much everything a freaking trout does. Yup. Dirty heifers. Got me wanting to take a boat wide up the river. Whoa! I just took my hand off the controller to get my snot rag. Another lake turd. At least we're over the... Got our 977 now. Or we should have. Oh, 999. Sweet. And still not quite half. Huh. Interesting. What was that? It was to the right of where I hit, but something big surfaced. Probably a trout. Good boy. It's alright. You can lay down right there. Hold on. Hey, hold on a second. Let me move that for you. There you go, big guy. So scared of your little sister for some reason. She is kind of cujo sometimes for no reason. Got some chunk to it. Stupid trout again. I need a moment. Don't underestimate me, Jonathan Boat. She can do things your fancy bass boat can't do. They got a bridge right there, but they make a rock crossing right here. I think there's another one right above it, too. They said it couldn't be done. And I said, hold my bear, I'm the dumbest man alive. The most water to the left. If we can get it to turn. Uh-oh. Right route. Leroy. Come on, girl. You got it. You got it. You got it. You can do it. No, not that. To the right is what I have the stick, ding-dong. Why are you going left? Now I'll show you another trick. Ready? Where's my boat? Oh. Watch this. Boom. 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 Whoa, but you gotta watch because you'll knock it and it'll go downstream without you too. Stop turning to the left. Oh, you stupid boat. Come back. All is forgiven. Oh, now you're gonna go off to the right. I got you. You're a little bit special there, aren't you? A little bit touched in the head. I'll go over the shallow spot if you keep aiming the right way. Ah. Oh, you stupid. was trying to float down when I let off on its own. So I know we can get across it. You got enough water to do that. You got enough water to float across it. Go or blow. Uh-oh. No, not again. Where's my boat? No, I did not say that. Oh, no. That's what I was talking about. She'll try to go downriver without you. Come on, girl, turn. The other way, your other left. You dingbat. Are you blonde? Oh, no. Don't flip upside down. Because it will do that if you're not careful, too. Trying to kick it. Ah! Or we're in it now. We're in it now. Oh, get in. Go upriver. Ha ha ha. And that's how it's done, folks. That's how it's done. I'll kick the boat across it. My toes hurt, but I got my boat across it. Almost to the top. And they said it couldn't be done. Now, you can kick the bass boats, but I don't think you'd have ever got it across that. I really don't. It's possible. I hope whoever's watching is like, oh yeah, hold my beer. I'm the dumbest man alive. Prove me wrong. Is this the second lake? Yes, we did make it to the second lake. Good. This is what I wanted. This is number 2 spot for the eye. Something big over there on the shore. They ought to give me 3 diamond eyes for that. We made it. If we get tired of this one, it'd be a lot easier to go back downstream to spot number 1. What you catch? I ain't catch nothing. It's talking to me. Trying to. Let's try it. Oops. That guy must not realize. Please be a eyed and not a lake turd. But I bet you're a lake turd, you are. Lake turd family. Sometimes right here at the mouth of the river, whether it's coming in or going out, is a good spot. We'll see if there's one coming in. Negative. So this lake feeds. Oh, there you go. Still a turd, but it might be eyed. Almost looks like a salmon. Nope, it was a turd. Let's take a look around. Yeah, but this lake feeds that lake, which feeds down to the big lake, which is pretty wild. It's all glacial runoff. Let's go over where that is. That's the heaviest runoff spot right there. Well, that's pretty. This whole corner. Cast for the green between. I want to be deeper though. Right about there. To say lake shore or lake edge, deep lake, pond. Yeah, shallow pond, lake shore, shallow lake. That's not an eyed. Looks like a char again. Ooh, almost pre-jerculated. Almost pre-jerculated. Still need some roach too. That's what we should do, is switch to something that roach and eyed eat. Let's take a look at that. Bloodworm, pearl baller, pellets. Pearl barley. That's it. It's the only thing that they have in common. But I gotta go to, well, I can have up to a 5. I've got a 5 on here. Yay. I look like an eyed right there. It is. Go grab that, buddy. Yeah, go grab that, please. Even if it was a roach, it'd be a nice one. That's a nice one there. Come on now. You're supposed to like these things. There we go. Oh, you dirty heifer. Oh, look at that one. Alright, we need to find what they're eating. Darn a roach right now. Man, there are some big-eyed in here, y'all. But it ain't pearl barley, I can say that. Oops. Cheese bread, red worm. We could try dough. I think we... Oh, you were going for my bait. Daggone it, man. I know y'all saw that. He was going for that bait. He was going for it. He was. Daggone it. If I'd have just been a little more patient. He was coming like a missile from the right, man. We'll go back to pearl barley if this doesn't get one. Just a little more patience. Womp, 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 womp. Oh, well. You also notice we're not seeing them. Remember how many we were just seeing swimming around? And I take that off and put that on, and now they're gone. Come back, all is forgiven. I hope my buddy Ace does come back around. From Ireland, he's funny. That's where that came from. Come back, all is forgiven. I messaged a bunch of them on Facebook. I ain't been on that stupid place since 2020, but I went there just to find all of our old members that I had on there and tell them, look, we're back. This is our Discord. This is what we're doing. Come join if you can. One of them, Cobra, for sure is. I was glad to find him. I knew something was wrong. He was just gone totally, like his entire profile and everything from Steam. And when I finally got a hold of him, he was like, someone hacked my Steam and stole my profile. And I was like, no. But anyway, he'll be back. He's traveling in Australia right now. He drives trucks. Evidently, the pay over there for doing that is really good, so he'll be there for like 6 weeks or something. But do what you gotta do to support your family. I respect that. Fully respect that. Man, where did all of those ads go? We should not have changed. I had to go and switch the dough. Now we got nothing. Alright, maybe they're in a different direction. Or we just need to move a little bit, because I did that. Not quite that far. Did put pearl barley, right? Yep. I don't know where they went. They were all over, and they were all nice looking ones. They're like, nope, you messed that up. Fine, I'll go back to cheese. That was their preferred thing. Ooh, way too far. There we go. definitely not a lake turd. It is a targeted fish. Man, still a silver. Alright, going back to a 4-hook. We'll try this a couple more times just to see. Too much power. That was still more than I wanted. Right about there. A little closer to the shadow edge, right about there. What you doing out there passing that cheese up? You the one I just caught or something? I was cracking up at that last night too, those dace. Over at the mouth of that river by the Viking shed. I caught the same 0.6 ounce dace. I watched him. It was the same fish 3 times. I threw out bread and caught him. I let him go. I was like, that's the same fish. I was like, I wonder if he's that stupid. And I tossed it just past him. He goes past it, turns around, comes flying back. Oh, bread. I let him go again. I was like, there's no way. I threw it again. Oh, bread. 3 times in a row, I caught that stupid little 0.68 ounce dace on bread. I was like, yeah, that's the Homer fish of the game right there. Homer Simpson. Ooh, bread. You ever forgot what it just did to you? Like when he ate the chili. And he was hallucinating and sick in the bed, throwing up for days, and gets up and he's famished with hunger, and he opens the fridge. Ooh, chili! It's exactly what it reminded me of. Also, cheese worked one time, and then now I gotta go back to the pearl barley. This game is so goofy sometimes, but you watch it. We'll probably be seeing them again, and if I'm patient, hopefully we'll catch one this time. There's one jumping. Go get it, buddy. There he is. Gonna get it. Nope. Nope, nope. We'll just wait and see if one comes rocketing in from the side again like the last time as I went and pulled it out. Also, in cleaning the stove this morning and the pipe, it was another blessing because just since January, it was starting to deteriorate a little bit. I saw it then, but it was alright still. And it is still, but the elbow that comes out of the back of the stove, the bottom lip of it, you know, where any moisture would go is to the very bottom, is starting to rot out, so I will definitely have to replace that this year. I think that one's 4 years or 5 years old. That's actually pretty good because most of the time from heat alone and build up, let alone moisture, they rot out within a year or two for most people. But I have a little different setup than most people, so it's a little better protected and lasts a little bit longer usually. But again, you better be diligent about cleaning. I was very shocked and surprised this morning how much had built up since the middle of January. It's only been a month. Here comes somebody with question marks again is their name. I always wonder about that. I will say EW seems to be pretty good. I haven't seen any blatant cheating going on in this game, so they must have something in play that just keeps it from happening, which is good. Because nobody likes cheaters in any freaking game. But especially, it's like if you gotta cheat in a fishing game. That dude we met, Posy Mozzie, he said the same thing. You know, you're pretty low in life if you gotta cheat at a fishing game. So you may as well like go play checkers or something. And try to figure out how to cheat in that. I'm sure there's a way. Look, oh, look over there. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something fascinating. Oh, by the way, it's your move. You lost three players there. And I was king me. Alright. So pearl barley ain't it either. What is it, the time of day? Oh, they were day or night fish, it said. So somebody on the other lake, yep. I ought to come right on down. What's up, Blue Dahlia? But I'm here to catch fish, so let's focus on that. Man, I've got boilies and all that stuff. We could go to the bottom, but I didn't really want to. And I don't want to go to a small hook. Boilies. Oh, that's way too big. I don't think we want to go that big. I will go back to the 4, though. And I mean, they were right here before. Oh, there's one right there. Hey, bruh, I just threw you something to the bottom. Go see if you like that. Please and thank you. It's a big old char. Watch out, there's a line right there, buddy. They don't even list. Oh, okay, there's a hide. Okay. It's roach they don't list in either one. And they're not going for the boilies either. Could be the hook size. We'll try the 6 of the boilie, if I can put one on there. I'm getting a bite already. Might have been that. Might have been that. So I might need to steal the 5 hook back off the other one. Although it seems like the 4 hook would have been fine. Yeah, right. Whoa. Big boy. Got one right away with a 6. Go to a 5. Nope. But we're seeing them again like we're on the right track. Try coming in some deeper water. We were in 11 feet before. We'll try here. Whoa, not that much. Crazy. Nice grayling out there. It's a nice one. Good. Good grief. They're definitely going to the 4 hook. Feel like going to the 3. Got a gold brown trout. A gold lake turd.